This encounter happened about 7 months ago. I do not want to insult your intelligence, because you most likely already know what EM and me stands for, but I should say that EK in this story stands for embarrassed kid and OG stands for old gentleman, 60-some-year-old guy. The kid was very polite and sorry, so this story isn't about him. Also, I'm translating this into English, so bear with me. A little backstory. About a year ago, I was diagnosed with cancer of the nasal cavity, stage 2. The tumor was quite large, but thankfully contained. To get it removed, I first had to undergo aggressive chemotherapy to make it smaller. Thanks to the chemo, I had severe hair loss, which made most of my hair and even eyebrows and eyelashes fall out. At some point I had to go bald, but I wore a wig, because I didn't want to look intimidating. I'm 6 feet 4 inches and pretty muscular, so I thought people would jump to conclusions. So once, after a long chemo session in the hospital, I took the bus home. There's only one bus that goes from the hospital to where I live, so I took that one only to see it was absolutely packed. I felt terrible thanks to the chemo, so I asked a middle-aged dude to let me sit. He was very understanding and gave me his spot without complaining. 2 stops later, enter EM. A woman with an "I demand a parley with the CEO" haircut and a 12-some-year-old kid. It took her roughly 5 seconds to see the bus was packed, spot me, and start marching toward me. When I saw her, I knew I was in for trouble. She then stood next to me and decided to talk to me. This is the conversation that followed. Hey, could you let my kid sit down? Me. You mean me? EM. Who else? Me. Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm on my way from the hospital and, cutting me off. So are we? My boy just broke his leg and we're coming straight from there. Her kid was standing next to her. Without any support, clearly embarrassed. Me, he's standing next to you completely fine. Look here, boy, I am 21 years old. My kid deserves to sit down. Me, look, madam, I'm sorry, but I just got back from a chemo session in the hospital and I need to sit down and rest. I then moved my wig a bit to let her see my bald head. M then started yelling right in my face. Stop making excuses and get off the seat. You unbelievable person. At this point, I was baffled. I didn't know what to say. The kid was trying to make his mother stop and we had the attention of the whole bus. She then grabbed me and tried to pull me from my seat. I held on tight. Now enter OG, my savior. OG. Will you be quiet and show some respect? Who do you think you're talking to? OG. With ice-cold voice, stop harassing other passengers or I will be forced to step in. Also, it's obvious that the guy has cancer. No. He's just trying to look tough. OG. He has no eyebrows, lady. Seems like that really offended EM, because she spun around and tried to strike OG. I was shocked and in disbelief. The whole bus was flabbergasted and the kid probably wished he'd never been born. OG then said something unbelievable and a golden, sweet karma moment followed. OG, okay, that does it. Harassing passengers on the bus and now physical assault. You're in serious trouble. OG then pulled out a badge and told her to stay where she was. Then he pulled out his phone, called someone and reported the situation. I couldn't believe it. OG was a police officer. At this point, EM was terrified. The bus had just come to a stop, so she decided she'd make a run for it, but other passengers blocked her way. 3 stops later, a police car was waiting for the EM and EK. EK told me he was sorry for his mother's behavior, and I felt really sorry for the kid. OG then talked to me and asked if I wanted to press charges, to which I gladly said yes, took a statement, and thankfully was kind enough to let me solve everything on the phone. In the end, EM faced legal consequences and community service. I, in return, got a good story to tell and the sweet taste of instant karma. Right now, I'm riding the same bus home, as I just got back from the hospital after a checkup, which reminded me of this. A friend, who's sitting next to me, told me I should post it here. I should also note that the surgery went well. I was declared cancer-free in November and my hair is slowly returning. Also, I don't need to wear a wig anymore.